Okay, this is where we're at right now. Yes. This bedroom is all sheetrocked, except for that little filler strip I gotta put in over there. And the closet, that's rocked. A little splice there, a little box I gotta put a cover plate on. I took the trim off the tops of the doors because I'm not gonna flat tape on top of that. I'll just put it in a piece of canvas. They were ripped down anyway. Oh, let's see. Did the hallway today, the ceiling anyway. I don't know if I got this camera set right or what. I don't know if I just zoom out or what the heck. Looks like I'm like magnified here or whatever. Anyway. 6 o'clock, I got a lot of this done. I didn't get to here because I ran out of screws. Nobody home. I gotta stop and get some inch 5/8 coarse thread drywall screws. Yeah, I know I should be using inch 1/4, but you know what? I like keeping inch 5/8 on my truck. So that's what I'm gonna get, another 5 pounds of that. And maybe I'll even bring my stilts tomorrow and get some coat on this, some tape. Because I don't think I have 4 hours to get caught up on this. I just gotta do this flank. I gotta build this out. This I gotta build out 3/4 of an inch. It's too far back. So I can do that. My head hurts from doing the sheetrock on the ceiling. I gotta get one of them Wild and Crazy Guys hats. Padded golf hat. But that's it. That's where I'm at. I'm going home. Actually, I'm going to Lowe's, then going home. Bye. I'm going to try this in a different format. I think the other way I had the camera, the cell phone straight up and down, I think it looks funky. This way, it doesn't look like it's all zoomed in, but this is as far as I got because 6 o'clock and I ran out of screws. So I'm going to get some inch 5/8 coarse thread drywall screws, finish up this closet, put a little filler strip across there, do these 2 pieces here, do some more screws in the field here. Yeah, I'll turn the light on here already, but I got to do this here, that there, I got to do that flank, build that bottom out 3/4 of an inch, and then put a 1/2 inch on it. Do this little broom closet, this little linen closet here, do the ceiling here. Finish up this hallway. This bedroom is done except for that little filler over the windows here. This here. Probably wondering why I run vertical, because I like tapered seams. Less waste. Speaking of speaking of waste, I think I've got to have a ton extra sheetrock. I got 310s here, just about 310s here, and I got 310s in the front room. I think we're gonna have about 3 sheets extra. I'm gonna have to be a curb call. I'm not gonna carry it. I'm not gonna return it or ask for credit, or it's their 10s. I can't put them on my truck. Ain't working. So I'll just put 3 sheets out there, and I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with them. I certainly won't need them. And that's it. Off to Lowe's to buy more screws and then home. Bye-bye. Okay, after cleaning out this mess, which took most of the day, I'm just starting to tape. All right, but I got this here, and I'm gonna make Jason Longoria happy. I'm gonna use a little bit of fiber fuse here because it's gonna bleed through nicely and fill that in. Don't have to cut it back. So Jason, this was for you. I got my fiber fuse. I know you'll be real happy that I'm actually using it on the job. It's been on my truck for like 4 months. I've used it on other jobs. I like it, but it has its places and it doesn't. So, happy. I look awful. Anyway, this is the first room. I had wasted a bunch of time out in the truck looking for new ends for one of my cords because the cords kind of shorten it. But I used to the way this camera works. Backwards like this. I don't work with my fingers. But this is the first room in the back. I just came from outside. I was out there for about an hour and a half taking a break. But it's just too close. That's that. got another room to do. I'll probably be here till 7. I gotta do this. In here yet. I gotta do the hallway. That's not too bad. That's the little short runs. And then after I do that, of course you've all seen this before. I can do this one. But I thought, I brought my stilts, I don't need them. So, there they are. I go back in the truck and go home, because I got the reach. They call me Al the Tall sometimes, so I don't really need them. By the time I strap them on, plus, I can't find my holder. I had to pick up the tape holder. The other one I had a pan on it, so every time I get mud up, put it on the wall, I gotta put the pan down somewhere, pull the tape out, put 3 or 4 lengths of tape up, pick the pan back up again. Pain in my ass. I don't know what the heck I did with it. Last time I used it was around Labor Day last year. The pan holder. Because the small jobs don't bother with it. You know, but when you're up and doing a lot of taping, just over 700 feet, it's better to have the pan holder. Alright, that's it. Okay, this is where we left off. This afternoon. This room's done, of course, like before. It's almost 8 o'clock p.m. This hallway's all done. I didn't do the closets. I'm going to do the closets tomorrow. Just let me get a coat anyway. So I had to build this down because the post and beam, the whole thing just like lower on one end than the other, and at a square and at a level and at a plumb. So I mudded it down so it's halfway decent. Well, what do you want? It's barn frame. So there's that. This has got tape on it. I just finished putting the last piece of tape on it. Nails. Everything gets a coat tomorrow. I have to pick up probably 2 more buckets of +3. And that's it. Crackernoon Contracting here. Just put in my beadwork. Do I use a bead crimper or screws or drywall nails? No. I couldn't show you this because I had to hold the bead with my hand and shoot the gun, but I got my $28 Harbor Freight stapler. Does a beautiful job. And you see I put it right on the edge of the bead, like right there. I'm putting more than I need here. I'm just showing you. This is for demonstration. We could probably use one right here. Probably use one right there. Oh, that's when it makes that sound, I know it misfires. For 28 bucks, or whatever the heck it was. My bead work is done here. As you can see, I like to put my beads over the tape. I like to tape first and then put the beads on, because you're not, the tape don't stick to the bead and you get pops there. So I like to do the taping first. First coat is tape. Then I extend these are extensions, so. And it's very critical that I get this smooth here. So I really struggle with getting that smooth, because otherwise you tape it and it's a speed bump, and I don't like that. So there you go, back to work. Okay, I'm giving my shoulder a rest. I guess it's my arthritis and holding that mud pan. I'll show you where I'm at. This is the first room. It went pretty quickly. I did all the tapered flats first. Let me just tell you something. I do these first, and I let them set up. I do this first, and let this set. I do the rest of the room, and then I come back and I intersect into them. That way they get a little bit of set, and when you come across, it doesn't drag them. These are the hard ones here. This is like, I can't even aim the camera. I got that going on here. This here is the worst. This is out almost a lot because it's got that little filler piece on the top. You can see the tape in it, and then you got all these coming together. Oh, I can't aim this camera for shit. Got all these coming together here. I might scrap this video. Hold on. Okay, back. I figured this room is done. It's got the first coat on it. I discovered they fixed the selfie cam. As I'm looking at it now, the writing's backwards. But when I review it, you can read it again. So that was a pet peeve of mine when I had everything's flipped on the selfie cam. But I got it on selfie now, and when I review it, it looks backwards as I'm looking at it. But they must have done something to the software. But this room, I did all the nail spotting. The nail spotting's got the fastener spotting. Has 2 coats. And the tape, that's the first coat. Now I consider this my first coat. A lot of people consider the tape a first coat, but there's nothing on top of the tape when I tape. It's just bare tape. So this is my first coat, the way I consider it. I don't consider this a second coat. Some people would. I don't. One more coat over this, and then there'll be a touch-up coat. For this, I have to bring out I don't have it in here, but I got to bring out the big guns for this here. I got a big wide knife to do this, because this, by the time I'm done with this, it's going to be up to here, almost into the corner. So this will be all a joint compound, down to almost, I would say, 30 inches. So because of butt seam on the wall, it's going to be way down here, all the way up to the corner. And that's what I got to do to blend it in. This isn't too bad. So that's what it looks like. That's my first coat. It's just this one room, because I just had lunch. I just had my buttered roll. Who's calling? My wife's calling me. I got to hang up. See ya. Okay, with what little battery I got left, I did the front room. We're up to 4. I still got to do the hallway. But this is like a simulated nightstand thing. This is why you have to fan this out. If you look, see how bad it looks? I'm going to have to probably screed this with something, because that's not acceptable. I got to put another, that's going to take another 2 coats. There's a big bulge in the wall. There's a bulge in the wall! But this corner came out right. I'm happy with this. And that. It came out pretty good. I mean, it just show you one side, because I only do one side at a time. And this here, you can hide a lot of this between the windows, so it ain't too bad. And there's this isn't too bad, but this wall is a problem. It's got a big bump in it. Big ass bump. I gotta do something with that. I'm gonna have to get my spray paint thing. Just to screed the guardies for spray painting. And just screed across this. With mucho +3. And nails are spotted. This room's done for today. Now I gotta do in 2 hours, I gotta do the hallway. I'm doing the closets. I'm gonna do the closets tomorrow. This won't be dry. It's gonna rain soon, so there's gonna be dampness in the air. It won't dry by tomorrow. So I still gotta do it here. I'm just gonna tape and coat it and be done with this. Just a closet. All they did when they did this closet is they just put tape in. They didn't even coat it. But I'm going to tape and coat it. Let's see, this is from yesterday. This, like I said, still is not dry. That's the corner I had to straighten out because there was a big bulge in it. And you already saw this room. This is drying. I'm happy with this room. Not too bad. All right. I can put it on charge because I'm out of battery. Bye. Okay, battery charged and I'm back. Just, I really struggled with this hallway. I don't know because if I'm tired or what, but these flats, I mean, they're way out. They don't look bad, but basically I used to have a base I could screed off of. This hallway killed me. But that's it. I got everything first coated. Here's the front room I did. That's room number 2. And there's the hallway I just did. Just finished at that. Of course, I got to do opposite corners, but still, it's got a coat on it. Oh, I got to turn this light up. Attic light. There we go. And of course, this is the first room I did today around noon. I started. So a good 7 hours in. So, time to hit the lights and hit the road. Okay, day 3. Well, actually, it's not day 3, it's day 2.5. It's Sunday. I just came by to do the closets. So, just hit a quick coat and a tape on the closets. I got here about an hour ago. So, can you see? Yeah, we can. Closet number 2, a quick hit. Tape and a quick coat, because it's just a closet. And I'm going to have to go out and get more mud. But I don't think I'm going to come back today. But I will need more mud. Let me show you what the issue is with the walls. I brought this as a gauge. Okay, so I got this thing. This is what I have to work with here. You see? Rockabye baby. I mean, it looks okay if you're looking at it, but when you go and gauge it, if I were to go to like this here, it's almost 3/8 of an inch, ½ inch. So I gotta fan this way wide and probably I'd probably have to bring out that corner a good. What I could do is hit that with hot mix and bring that out like a 1/4 inch, float it out, and then screed out right across it. Not with this, but this is just a gauge. And then follow up down here. That's probably the worst wall in the whole house. This, same thing. But it's not, doesn't look as bad. These here. That's not bad at all, really. And this here. That's actually good. I can just float that and that'll be done. Ceiling's got one coat on it from yesterday. You can see it doesn't look too bad. This is just take one sweep and it's done. I got a bubble there. Holy cannoli! I got me a bubble. I hardly ever get them anymore. Any more bubbles? No. I might have pushed a little hard on that. So there's that. There's my ugly face again. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna get out of here and go to Home Depot and get on the line there and see. I gotta get 2 more pails. So I've gone through 4 already. See, I gotta do that. This hallway beat the heck out of me. Same thing. So I got like 2 bags of hot mix already in my truck. So I touched this up a bit. That doesn't really count. I mean, that was the one I had to build down anyway. So there's that. And same thing here. That's oxidation. That mark is just from this thing. But this ain't too bad. Rockabye baby. This here. Nice. That's nice. That's actually pretty nice. Screed it out. That was surprisingly good. This whole room ended up pretty good. Even here, remember Mr. Longoria about the fiber fuse there? That's good. And how's this wall? Not too bad. I gotta build it out a little top. So I'm gonna do a hot mix on the tape on the other corner there and just float it out like 1/4 inch or so. There's another bubble right there. Cut that out. And that's it. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some wood and go home because it's Sunday, day of rest. What that means anything to me, I can't hardly ever rest. I just take days off in the middle of the weekend. guilt-free. That's it. Hit the lights. I gotta, this plug here, that's not gonna be enough. I went through 4 already. That's gonna be heavy. This is gonna be real heavy, like Grand Funk and Black Sabbath. Heavy. I can feel the bump here, oh my God. So, gotta be good. I have I'm surprised. It looks good just on the first coat, you know? This is one coat. This is what one coat looks like when it dries out. I like this +3 because it doesn't shrink. You know, I don't see any tape telegraphing through here. The flats look, the tapered edges look nice. There's a butt seam, don't look bad at all. I love this +3, this +3 compound. I'm gonna keep buying this stuff. This is what I gotta get. More, there's 2 more buckets. So 5 minutes and 4. That's a long one. That's a long video for me. You people are probably gonna shut it off at 2. Bye. Well, so much for that. Home Depot over here in Ober's got a line. They got people waiting outside. Everybody's getting their string trimmer line, their bags of peat moss because it's a weekend, their potted plants, their grass seed, their weed and feed, their shelf units, their garage organizers. It's all homeowners here today, so screw it, I'll do it tomorrow. Or maybe I'll just stop at Lowe's. No one is there. So, you know what? I'm just going home. Bye. I lied. I went to the Milltown Home Depot instead of Lowe's. And there's no lines here. I got 2 buckets. I probably only need 1. But there's easy in, easy out. And I got something I've never had before. A 14-inch knife. It's probably going to help me with those issues I described earlier. And a stainless taping knife. So I don't have to worry too much about cleaning the other ones like I always do. The only thing I don't like about the 14 inches, it's blue steel. I don't like the blue steel because it rusts. I prefer stainless, but this is what they had. I figured for the issue I got back at the Augusta, this will do the trick. Of course, you need a big pan to put it in because all my pans are 12, so I had to buy a 14-inch pan. Like my arm wasn't hurt enough yesterday, the day before, carrying the pan around my shoulder. I had to take breaks every 10 minutes because my shoulder was killing me. So what I do, I got a pan that's 2 inches deeper or 2 inches wider. What am I? You got to do what you got to do. Anyway, I just take more breaks. And that's it. Now, for real, I'm on my way home. I got everything I need for tomorrow, so I should be good to go. I didn't forget anything. See ya. Okay, I'm back at Augusta. Let me show you what I'm doing. Maybe hide it with my hand first. Let's see, I built it out with setting compound there. And I'm going over it with +3. You can see the difference. How much I got to build it out on the top just to get this spanned out because there's a big bump here. So probably I don't need a touch-up coat on top of that, but at least it gets me something to skim on top of. So that's what I had to do. The skin compound is all set up. It's all hard. Okay, that's it. Okay, Wednesday, day 4. I upped the resolution on my camera, my video, because you can't really see the details. But this is after the second coat. The ceiling is pretty much done. This is still wet, so I can't touch that. It comes off like clay when I try to scrape it. I just go around and do some scraping. Like here, I put this on last night. It's still wet, so I gotta wait for that to dry before I do anything. It'd be nice if it was dry, but it's not. I gotta touch up this corner. Here, up there, I got a little touch up to do. But it's fine. As far as coats are concerned, it's pretty much done. The hallway's a little rough, as you can see. I reach over the stairway to get to that, so I'll probably have to actually sand that because it's really rough. Most of the other stuff is halfway decent. I gotta skim coat this a bit because it's still got bubbles in it because I put it on real heavy. This ain't too bad. This is without sanding. I don't sand yet. I'll probably sand just so just so it doesn't flash over. What I mean by flash, let me turn this off. What I mean by flash is not that it's two different textures, so when you paint it, even though it might be smooth, you'll see a difference because the texture of the plaster is different from the texture of the paper. So if you sand that, you won't see it as badly. But we're not ready for prime time yet. I got touching up to do. I'm just hoping this stuff dries by today so I can skim it. Because this is the stuff that was really built up, real heavy. Like almost 3/8 of an inch in some spots. So that's that. And that's what it's like just about almost noon Wednesday. So here we are. This is what happens when you try to hit it too fast. It's not dry yet. But I just put another coat on the wide flat, so I'll have to come back tomorrow and touch up these corners and whatnot. But for the most part, I'll coat this wall, especially here because it's a big bump. But aside from a little picking at the corners, this is coated. That's coated. I didn't coat that, so that's not too bad. I didn't have to sand it. This here is good. I got another coat on all this flats, all the big wide stuff. It's a good 14 inches wide. I put another coat on that. There, I didn't hit that yet. I put a coat on that yesterday and another coat today. So I think I'm ready for primer, at least on the ceiling. At least on the ceiling tomorrow. Little scratches here and there I'll touch up. But I think we're almost ready to go. I should be out of here in another half hour. I'm just gonna hit that one wall and I'm done. Because everything is, even though it was wet, I was able to put a coat on it rather than scrape it. So I just coated over it. So just this one 8-foot wall, top 30 inches in. I'm gone.